Any thoughts to having that be a better shooter like Bryn or someone like that?
Yeah, I mean, Chris got the ball kind of a mid-post, wing ISO, drove it, and kicked it to Pat. There's a little bit of a differential, and if you score, you need to get a stop. So a ton of confidence in Pat. Love him shooting that shot. Love the pass. Love the shot. So I think we were gonna go quick, and Chris got a great, I think penetration and made a good decision. And then you got to go play defense. So we make, then you got to get a stop. So I love the pass. I love the shot.
You guys were in the drop for most of the night, and then you go small and switch some with Giannis late. Just what did you like about that? And then I guess going forward, is that something you feel like can really be successful for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think, we talked about changing up the looks. And I think we probably got to do more. But, I think he got to the free throw line. Young got to the free throw line in the second half. I think 8 free throws. And I think, maybe we got a little bit better defensively. But we're going to have to get a lot better going into game 2. So I think throwing Young different looks is going to be important.
You guys go with a 9-man rotation, and it's been 7 for the final couple games. Just specifically with Jeff Teague, what was the thought process with trying to get him 6 minutes? And then while he's in, also having him cover Trey?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think, he's played either with or against, both Young and Williams a lot. And I think, this is a series where he can help us. So, Bobby, gave us a great boost. So both those guys, along with Brand and Pat off the bench, are going to be important.
So I guess, going small, obviously a trade-off there is the size. The offensive rebounding from Capella, Collins late, that sets up those threes. So in those instances, I know those are hustle plays, but is that the hard part of making that trade-off there of needing team rebound?
Yeah, no, we knew those guys go to the offensive boards hard. They had a couple of timely ones. I think they had multiple possessions, and Collins hits the corner 3. And I think we'll look at the film. I think we got to rebound better. All collectively, whether we're big or small or whoever's out there, the boards are going to be important.
The few days coming into this, talking about the team being sort of ready for this, no emotional lows, all that kind of thing. As it was, Trae Young was getting going, and this looked like, I guess, their previous 2 game ones on the road. I guess, how did you sense that going? Was it Trae was just being Trae, or was your team maybe not matching that effort and intensity, whatever, that sort of intangible type of thing?
No, I mean, I think, the guys, there was some good stretches, in both halves, to be honest with you. There were times in the first half where I thought we could maybe bust it open. And they stayed and it flipped. So I think the effort, the intensity is there. Young's a great player. He had a great night. Give him credit. We feel like we can play better. I'm sure they're going to think they can play better. We got to get ready for game 2, get better.
Malik Andrews.
I'm just wondering, last series you said often that maybe it wasn't, you wouldn't faith that Drew was going to figure it out, figure out a shot. And tonight in losing effort, he did. But what about this matchup you think makes him so well suited to have games like that? How he will move forward?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's, a great effort by Drew. He got to some good spots, got some good looks, got some kick out threes. So we need, everybody to play well, but, I think, just the matchups, hopefully he can continue to get to his spots, get to his shots, against this team.
Darius Joshua.
Hey, bud, sorry if you mentioned this a little bit before. My feet cut out a little bit, but that third quarter is kind of where the Hawks kind of made a little bit of the run, took a little bit of control. What did you see from your guys offensively in that quarter, and then also defensively that kind of led to that deficit in that quarter?
Yeah, we'll need to look at the film, but I think that like I said, the free throws I thought hurt us, but that was maybe more the fourth quarter. Third quarter, they got on a little bit of run. Most of the game the ball's in Young's hands, so got some floaters, but then they got a couple of the lob dunks, and Capella scored a little bit. And offensively, it just didn't seem like we moved quite as well. But, I think there's some opportunities that, we take again where, good shots and good looks, and feel like we're going to play better going into game 2.
Last one here to Ben Golliver.
So you had 70 points in the paint tonight. You mentioned you liked the look for Connaughton. Did you also like your late game offense kind of around that where you're getting downhill? Giannis is getting a lot of stuff going in the basket.
Yeah, no, I mean, there was some good stuff from particularly Drew and Giannis, 2-man game. And so we need everybody to participate. And, I think everybody will just continue to get better going into the second game.
Mike, real quick, I'm sorry. There were a handful of plays late. Why did you elect not to use a challenge? What was that kind of process there with I know there were a handful that maybe you could have, I guess, or maybe not, based on what you saw.
I mean, a couple of them, the replay board is pretty quick, and I thought they were decent calls, or the correct call was not worth not having it to the end of the game. The out of bounds was a big one at 3:01. So the referees can't go to the review until 2, and that's probably the one that stands out to me. The others, I think, were good calls. Thanks, guys.